What is going on YouTube and also Discord? Welcome to the Strats Weekly for the week of 18 January. I am your host as always, Oth. I'm joined today by Taco so far, and we'll see if anybody else pops in here in a little bit.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Taco, you good?
Playing games.
Playing games. That's the way to do it. Apologies now for anybody who watches either in the stream or on the VOD. Camera's in a different spot than it used to be. Used to be down here. Now it's up here. So if you see me doing a lot of this, that's what's going on. I'm looking for where the camera used to be, and it's in a new spot now. After new chair. I still love this chair. God, it's a good chair. After getting a new chair, green screen and lighting were problematic. So camera had to relocate so that lighting could be adjusted so that the green screen worked. Because if you were here last week or you saw the VOD, green screen wasn't working super great last week, even after like quite a bit of time fidgeting with it. The current setup, by the way, Taco, you know those little like grabby what you calls them? Little tripods that have like the little like adjustable feet where you can kind of like move them around and like flex them and such. You know what I'm talking about? Like small tripods for cameras and webcams.
Yeah.
I have one of those like octopused around like the top of my monitor, holding the lighting in camera at the moment. It's a bit
ultra wide.
It's no, the ultra wide's this monitor over here. It's on the 16:9 side monitor. It's a little sketch, not gonna lie, but it seems to be working. So we're just gonna go with it, and we're gonna see how long it lasts. Anyhow, that's a lot of babbling. What do? Let's business first and then babble later. What have we got here? Bam. Talking about games. Obviously, World of Warcraft, Shadowlands. I think the boys are taking the holiday off because nobody's playing tonight. No key smashing. So I anticipate the boys took the night off. They may have had weekend plans or something to that effect going on, or they could be like me and starting their new semester tomorrow. Yay. I'm super looking forward to it. But we are still running Shadowlands. Nightlife streams that over on Facebook, facebook.com/stratsco. I think they usually are doing progression, like last minute progression pushes tonight ahead of reset. But they raid, I want to say Thursday? Not 100%. I think it's Thursday. Anyhow, if you're interested in mythic progression or raiding, feel free to hop in the Discord or check out one of the Facebook streams, see if it's what you're looking for in a community for progression and such like that in the World of Warcraft. What else we got? Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. Brakes are pretty well pumped on this for a lot of us. Mostly just maintenance stuff. Myself and Evil Squid are still pushing the Cabal stuff along with Winged Human and a couple of others. You'll see people in and out sporadically, but none of us are playing. Squid's actually still playing quite a bit, and so is Winged Human. I'm pretty well mostly wrapped up for the season. I'm considering rolling up an alt, but that depends on how the semester starts to look starting tomorrow. So once I have a better idea of what my class situation will look like, I will know whether I'm going to be playing a whole lot more, if I'll just be in maintenance mode for the rest of the season, or at least for the foreseeable future. Also, talked about it last week, the boys have dove back into Eve. Sinish was playing a little while ago. Oh no, he's still in there. Sinish is still running around there. Small Corp, mostly just wormhole shenanigans and a bit of mining shenanigans going on right now. I know there was a little bit of PvP skirmishing happening. I want to say that was Saturday that y'all got into that. I know Vecino got ganked yesterday. I think it was yesterday he got ganked. I know there's been a little bit of PvP skirmishing, but predominantly just wormhole exploration and mining right now. But they're looking to expand the size of the core as well as what's going on there. So if you are looking for a beginner-friendly corp with some salty veterans that are knocking off the dust, Vecino's been playing Eve off and on for 8+ years, and he's not the only one. I know Taco, you've been playing
about a year.
Well, but didn't you play before that?
Yeah, a little bit.
But
in a now dead alliance, but yeah.
yeah, I know Vicino is like way goes way back to like the OG Goon Squad and such.
When I played like way back,
Hmm.
me and Vicino were actually in warring alliances.
Amazing. But yeah,
Yeah.
so there's a few guys learning the game for the first time who haven't played hardly at all, and there's a couple people knocking the cobwebs off and getting back into it. So if that is something you're interested in, feel free to hit us up. Vicino, I believe, is corp lead on that, so hit him up for anything related to that. Also, this weekend, Friday specifically, last Friday, Echoes of the Atlas, new league started up in Path of Exile. We've got several people hitting that hard. Alundrel's back in there. Cat Poop's in there. Taco, I know you're playing. Ninjaneer rolled up. I'm trying to remember what's the other guy's name.
Gatekeeper's playing.
Yeah, Gatekeeper's playing. But there's another guy. He pretty much only plays PoE, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. Anyhow, there's a bunch of those guys back in PoE going hard. So if you would like,
Going hard.
I mean, well, some of them are. Ninjaneer's taking his time. Ninjaneer's taking the scenic route through the storyline at the moment.
Yeah.
But like, I saw Cat Poop's already like approaching level 80. Gatekeeper, I imagine, isn't too far behind him. I don't know where you're at the moment, Taco.
I am 74.
Yeah, I imagine
Yeah.
Alundrel's at least that high. I think Alundrel might be going as hard as Cat Poop.
Yeah. Well, me and Cat Poop started off at launch, and the league mechanic kind of, if you don't skip it right away,
Mhm.
it slowed us down. I don't think first day. I don't think me and first day. Yeah, I don't think me or Cat Poop got beyond Act 5,
Oh wow.
and we played pretty much all day.
Huh.
It's just like real, it's just like we did the problem of running into, going out of the way to get the rituals and stuff.
Mm. I mean, aside from a few very grumpy people in one of the recent bug fix notes that I saw, seems like people are happy with this league.
Yeah, it's great. It's people asked GGG to make a league where you don't go off somewhere else, where it's like, you do something in map,
Yeah, rather than
like betrayal or delirium or whatever.
well, and even Abyss League, that was sort of in map, but oftentimes it
Yeah.
had you like going the opposite direction of like forward through your map. You'd find a thing and then you'd have to follow it all the way back to like damn near map start. And you're like, cool, that was a waste of time.
Yeah, this is basically kill stuff, get rewarded.
Nice. And I know also a watered down version of Heist and Garden League. What was Garden League called? Harvest League, yeah. I know watered down versions of both of those are now core, so that's pretty cool. I've heard a lot of positive feedback about the changes to Harvest League because it's no longer like farming simulator. It's like
No,
you find a thing
it's-
in the explorables, like while you're out and about, and you just like do.
I haven't. I'm actually personally I'm skipping Heist altogether.
Hmm.
This league, and Harvest starts in maps.
Okay.
And I did my first Harvest, and it was clean. It was like, there's two per color. There's two patches,
Right.
and it already shows you what crafting options are on each patch, and you just click on it. It fills up. You click again. A monster spawn. You go.
Nice.
And then you can save up to 10 crafts and send it to the Horta crafting station for later.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it seems way better than. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it's less management.
Yeah,
a lot of people
it's
didn't
simpler.
like the management. Yeah.
Well, and also like the number of mirror tier items that came out during Harvest League was bananas. Like
Oh, it was great.
so many god tier items. I honestly wonder the how that impacted the guys in standard that do like super high level item crafting and mirror services.
Yeah.
Like I wonder what kind of an impact that had.
Well, Harvest had the um, crazy crafts, and then Heist had crazy currency
Yep.
gains.
Mm.
So it's kind of like GGG step back a little bit, and they're like, we want to limit that, but not totally restrict it.
Yeah, I mean the goal should be for there to be something that's fun and rewarding for the player base, but it shouldn't be like both of those leagues were so good that it just completely overshadowed any previous existing core mechanics or league mechanics. It was just amazing how
Yeah.
much high quality crafting you could do, or like how much just raw gear or currency, I mean, you could farm. Just stupid.
Yeah, I think I don't know about Heist. Harvest is like smaller scale, Myco core.
Hmm.
I at day 4 now of Ritual, I pretty much guarantee Ritual is gonna go core.
I mean, that's
If they enable it at around like maybe Act 7 or 8, that'd be a good spot.
yeah. I mean, Ritual. They had said previously, um, they were talking about they wanted to within the cadence that they were going for with their releases, they wanted things to be slightly less complicated. And I think part of that is because they want to more easily be able to integrate league mechanics into core without it being just, game breaking.
I also had an idea. I think Path of Exile 2 is probably a year out.
You think?
Probably later this year. I think in the summer they'll release a release date. I'm guessing either before the December League or after it.
Hmm.
And then I think what they should do is take like a poll or something and scrap out some of the old League mechanics that went core, like the Tormented Spirits or the Legion or um, Abyssal,
Nah, I mean,
because I feel like it'll just get, you know, 8 years the game's been going on.
well, I mean, they'll just be more random
Like,
things. You'll see more diversity of things. Is really what it boils down to. Like
yeah.
they're not gonna get rid of tormented spirits. Like that's such a simple but you know rewarding mechanic. If you
I mean, it's annoying as shit, but yeah.
well, I mean, a regular tormented spirit is just like you just can go kill it. You don't have to chase it into elite. Like
If you don't play melee, you're good.
I mean, just play faster melee.
Okay.
I'm just saying, but even still, like they're not things that have like a big negative impact. And most league mechanics,
Yeah.
when they spawn out there in the world, you can just like previous league mechanics, I should say, you can just walk past them. Like you don't have to trigger, you know, any of or a lot of them.
Yeah.
You can avoid abysses. You can avoid the realms. Shoot, stupid hand. What's it called?
Oh, a breach.
Yeah, you can avoid breaches. You could walk away from plant turret defense. Presumably, I don't know why you would skip gardens, but you could skip gardens if you wanted to. You can mostly ignore the temple mechanics, although getting jumped is still getting jumped.
Yeah.
When they show up and just like want to go like crazy on you. Einhar, that's just like
Einhars stay forever.
yeah, well, and that's like those kind of things are super easy. So
yeah, bestiary is too useful.
yeah, and then like if you don't want to do delve, you never have to talk to Nico, and you never have to like go over there.
They could release a separate game where it's just delving and people would play it.
They did that, didn't they? Do a league that was just like delve only. Pretty sure they did. Limited.
Yeah,
league.
I think they did a week league, like
yeah, like a little like ladder league or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyhow, though, a bunch of folks back in Path of Exile hitting that really hard. I've no doubt that the people that are in their poop sock and are going to be there for at least 4 to 6 weeks. That's usually like the real hardcores go very hard for 4 to 6 weeks. So if that is something you're interested in, we are obviously doing that. Lastly, we didn't have enough people to do it on this last Saturday because well there was foosball, and then also is there football again this weekend on Saturday? I know there's a
Yep.
Sunday game. Well,
It's actually Sundays, both championship games.
oh, is it Sunday for both of them? Cool. So
Yeah.
if we can get enough people together, bam, we'll do Project Winter again this Saturday evening. If we can't, then the Eve guys, no doubt, will go wormholing like they did this weekend, and the PoE guys will go back and play PoE and such. So if you're interested in joining us for some Project Winter shenanigans, we will be here 7 Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern Saturday night. We'll be going with that. Bam, and I think that's all the game stuff. I think that's all the community type game stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
one other note, just for note, there's been for those who've been paying attention, there's been a little bit of a mix around in the Discord with the channels and such. There's a few more shifts coming at some point. We're basically just trying to. We've got a bot that auto creates, so we've got our voice channels. So rather than having a myriad of voice channels, we broke out all the different game categories except for the Blizzard BattleNet and stuffed them all under the regular games category. So all the text channels are still there, but we took away the dedicated voice channels because the Let's Play channel is using a bot to auto create voice channels for us. And then we disabled the auto creation on Tavern so that if you want to just like sit up there and BS, then that is an option. So yeah, those changes have happened, and there's a couple other shifts that I think are coming on the Discord with channels and such, but I don't know when exactly. I think they're all in the works, we'll just say. So those last couple of changes, whenever they come down, they'll happen, but it won't be too drastic, and we're not going to lose any of the pre-existing channels, none of the major channels, anyhow. Bam. So I think that's all of that stuff. You want to talk about Taco? I got an idea we can talk about.
Oh, nobody's here, huh?
Nobody else is here.
Holy
Let's
shit.
talk about it. The shark got to 2 million subs.
Okay, 2 million, yeah.
I prepped that just for you. We had there were three major milestones this week, weren't there? Because it was Aqua, Marine, and
Did Marine get
Gura. Yeah, Marine got it yesterday.
it? Nice.
She actually,
Pretty away.
from what I read, she got it before she even sang the first song for her endurance stream, so it turned into a celebration stream instead. Because she's like
crazy.
she hit it before she even sang one song. Whereas when Tencho did her 700k endurance stream, she had to sing like 8 or 9 songs before she hit. But yeah, man, I'm still just like flabbergasted at the rate of growth, just in general, that's happening with VTubing stuff.
Yeah, she's a force.
Yeah, I mean, Gura is a huge, just like titan. But even still, if you look just like across the board at how much they're all getting, so many of them are going to hit 1 million this year. Like all the EN girls hit 1 million before summer, easy. Like not even going to be difficult, I don't think. And a huge chunk of them, like Botan just had her 3D debut, and she's almost at 700k. Like she'll hit it before year's end, and there's a whole bunch of others that I think will hit it before year's end. As this continues to just explode, and then at some point this year we'll get the Hollow Singers for EN. And I imagine they'll either announce auditions for a Hollow Stars Ian or a Gen 2 Ian.
Mm-hmm.
I think especially like since like just the Hollow Stars, like the JP, even though they're like so much smaller numerically than the Hololive girls, like they're still like they're all seeing like massive growth relative to their original size. So
It's pretty crazy.
yeah, like the Winning Sun hit 100K ahead of his 1 year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And he was Gen 2, wasn't he? Was he Gen 2 Hollow Stars?
Mm.
I think he was. I think he's doing the Gura move where like he's a newer gen but like climbing faster than the older gens. Not 100%. I think he is though. Yeah, I think it's just crazy to me how fast that is growing. I guess I shouldn't be super surprised, right? Like it makes sense. There were people already watching the streams that didn't speak a lick of Japanese. So give them, an English speaking VTuber and then let them like the ones that can speak Japanese like have them doing collabs with the original VTubers and stuff. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's you know, it's really interesting.
All right. Well, now we have to ask you a
I
question,
don't know where they're
Taco.
going.
We gotta find out.
Somebody else had 1,000,000 too, but
Besides Aqua and Marine, like another one.
not Hololive.
Oh, one of the other ones. Yeah. What's the other big brand? I forget what they're called.
Niji Sanji.
Yeah, Niji Sanji. I haven't watched hardly any of that. I think the only
Niji Sanji has like fucking like 8 times the amount of Hololive.
really.
It's ridiculous.
Huh.
They'll have like 20 people in a gen. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, if they've got the audience for it though, like that's the thing. Like so Hololive was obviously profitable even when the girls were, in the 100K-ish subscriber range, right? It's obviously profitable because they put out a second gen of Hollow Stars, even though the second gen of Hollow Stars came out before the first gen even hit, 100K. So there must be profitability ahead of these like titanic subscriber numbers that we're seeing in the last 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
So given that it's profitable even at that point, like if all the Niji Sanji VTubers are getting, high 5 digit or even into the 6 digit subscriber numbers, then like it would make perfect sense that, if you think you've got the market to just go out there and saturate, then why not?
Okay. As of August 2020, there are currently 104 active Japanese Ninja Sanji members.
Good grief. That is
32 active virtual real members. I don't know what those are. 4 virtual real star members, 12 virtual real link members, 16 active Ninja Sanji Indonesia members, 3 active in IN.
India, maybe?
Yeah, maybe India. 14 active Korean members.
Well, if they don't have, based on Hololive Ian's success, like if they're not spinning up an English department, they're missing the boat.
There are a large number. Their highest is Tsukino Mito.
Mm.
She has.
I don't have near enough time in the day to follow that many different streamers.
Yeah, it's crazy. So their largest is 684,000.
I mean, that's a lot.
But they have, I guess they have a large number in the top 100 virtual YouTubers.
I mean, I would expect so. I mean, consider even if the entirety of Hololive's members were in the top 100, that's still only 30 some, right? They don't have. I mean, Hololive is relatively small by comparison.
The top 100 list is not showing up, but it is a website. I don't know.
Ah.
It's just blank white screen.
Mm.
VTuber.jp. What is going on?
Why am I not surprised that that's a website?
Yeah.
uh, I'm still just like I'm fascinated with how fast it exploded in the West. I'm actually waiting to see when there's obviously a market for other language demographics that aren't being covered. Like I know there's a bunch of Russians that are watching Botan's stream because she plays a lot of FPSs, and on top of that, she favors like the Russian weaponry to boot. And somebody has been doing Russian translated clips, and she's started having more and more show up in her stream to hang out. So like, there's obviously a market there that's not being tapped, and there's not really. I mean, like within my limited knowledge, I should say, I don't know that there's a ton of people tapping the Spanish market either, or the Portuguese market to cover like Brazil and such. So there are other major language demographics that are not currently being targeted that somebody's going to have to capitalize on. I mean, somebody will eventually, inevitably capitalize on it. I'm just surprised how much of the current spread, and I mean, I guess it's still relatively new in the West. It's not like super super new, but it's relatively new. I'm surprised at how few English speaking VTubers there are from like the big major names, and I guess they just took their time expanding. I mean, from what I understand, the um, Hololive was not 100% confident that there would be a market for the EN girls, and a lot of the like there was definitely like concern that they would not do anywhere near as well. I wonder if that is part of the reason that Callie, for example, still had a job, like a part-time job, just out of an uncertainty for how well things would go. And then, like lo and behold, the EN girls, I think all of them are within the top. They're all in the top half. I think they're all in the top 15.
Yeah.
Hmm. Ridiculous.
Oh man, VTubers. It's a great. I didn't think it was just gonna be us this week. So otherwise, I would have had more.
You had more VTuber talk planned.
Like more, just more insights.
I'm still just. I mean, I've gone into the rabbit hole, obviously, but I'm still relatively towards the top. Like, I I joined one of the fan discords, and man, there are some people that are deep in the rabbit hole. Good lord, some of the discussions that happen in there, I'm just kind of like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I have no idea what you're talking about. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Nope, I don't even know who that is. I gotta Google that. Mm-hmm. Just ridiculous. Oh, it's neat though. Yeah, it's entertaining as hell though. I legitimately I don't know what it is. Um, and maybe it's just I didn't watch enough streamers because I mean I used to do a little bit of streaming and we had team strats and there were some people who I actually enjoyed watching, but like they were people I also had some sort of actual personal relationship with. Like I knew Driz, for example. Driz at Jordan 69 used to stream for Team Strats a bunch, but I knew him. Like we played games together, so it wasn't a. It felt like totally normal to go watch his streams. Or like Shane, one of the guys on the dev team, he did like speedrunning streams, and he was a really interesting like cat to watch. But I knew him. Like I'd interacted with him on multiple occasions, so
Yeah.
it was I had some sort of connection there. And outside of that, I never really found anything super. I didn't feel that same desire to watch other streams. And like one of the ones that I made a conscious effort to watch was when I used to watch a whole lot of Rooster Teeth content. Um, a ton of Rooster. I used to like sponge almost every video that came out on the Let's Play channel, plus the Rooster Teeth main channel. Um, like I remember when they spun Let's Play off to its own channel from the main channel. But I tried to watch when when Ray left Rooster Teeth Let's Play years ago. I tried to like get into watching his streams because he was a genuinely entertaining individual. He's one of my favorite people on that team. Like him and Michael and Gavin and you know Jeff and Jack.
Who's
like,
the rage quit guy?
Michael.
Oh, that guy was fucking great.
Oh yeah, Michael's done some. If you didn't know, he's done some anime voice acting.
His when he was playing Yu-Gi-Oh and he got Exodia like right upon entering the game. Oh my god!
But I tried to watch Brown Man, and I just like I tried a couple times, and it just like it wasn't the same as the Let's Play experience. Which because the Let's Play experience is very edited down. Like it's the same the way Rooster Teeth does their Let's Plays. It's the same kind of shenanigans you would expect to happen during a stream, during a live play session, but it's condensed, it's edited down just to like the highlights. So you like digest a 1 hour video, and possibly several hours worth of content was condensed down. So there wasn't any like slower moments, so to speak. So I found myself when I started trying to watch streams, I was like, man, there's like some slow moments here. I'm just like, I'm bored. I like found myself like in other tabs, like reducing the stream volume, watching like a short YouTube video or something. And I was just like, maybe this isn't for me. So I tried a couple others and never really found it. But for whatever reason, I can sit down and pay at least most of my attention to a stream with the VTubers. I don't know what it is. My best guess when I was talking with somebody about it this week is I think I might be connecting with the fact that they're playing a character and getting into like the character and the lore in addition to like the gameplay and such like that, as opposed to just the gameplay with like somebody there commentating, or giving their thoughts on it. Like I think it's the fact that there is a character there, something about that, like finding a character or two that I find interesting or entertaining allowed me to like bridge like that was the missing piece of the puzzle for me that made it possible for me to like enjoy watching streams. Like I don't watch all the streams by any stretch because oh my god, you couldn't. Even just trying to watch all the Ian streams would be impossible. Like if you started counting VODs and such. But I've found myself like sat down, I'll watch like a 2 hours worth of a stream at times when I don't have anything else to do. It's just like I'll throw a stream on and predominantly pay attention to it. I might flip over to check my email or something like that, but the overwhelming majority of my attention is actually on the stream and what's happening on the stream. And I'll find myself like stopping what I'm doing elsewhere when something really interesting is happening, and I'll pay attention to like what's happening in the stream. And I would not do that with normal Twitch streams, for example. Maybe I should have given. Maybe if there was somebody like Dr. Disrespect, for example, because Doc is a character, obviously. Maybe if there was somebody doing something akin to what he was doing, but different, because like for whatever reason his character just didn't resonate with me. So maybe if there was somebody doing that, doing a character that was different than Doc's, maybe that would have been something that I latched onto. But instead, I started watching, or I gave like a chance to some of the VTube streams and found a couple that I actually enjoy watching. Really, it's cut into my anime time is what it's boiled down to. I'm now watching like pseudo interactive / live anime as opposed to watching a normal anime.
Hey, anime is great right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it's cut into. Is I was watching a whole bunch more anime this year. I really dove back in pretty hard back in August or September. No, it might have been July actually. It was sometime last year, mid last year. And then yeah, I've really slowed down. Like I'm still crawling my way through Non Non Buri. And I started that 2 weeks ago, and it's only two half seasons in a movie. Still not done. Because if there's a stream going, when I would like stop to watch anime, I was like, oh, I'll go watch a stream. I
Right.
only watch an anime when there's no streams going on that I want to watch. Tencho's not streaming tomorrow, so maybe I'll watch some anime tomorrow. I'm not doing homework.
Tension.
Dude, she's got the best business. Her employees pay her. Genius.
Yep.
All right, Taco. Question:
All right.
You simped
Answer
yet?
it.
You do it yet?
No.
Attaboy.
I have not. I thought about doing it and shouting at you. Or just like the thing. YouTube doesn't have gifting yet.
That's true. Oh man,
So like, I would have totally gifted you a sub and then been like, "Hey guys, look!"
been like, can't say no. You can't say no. It's a gift.
I know it's a gift.
Dude, Precious would kick my. Well, if it was a gift, she wouldn't say anything. But she wouldn't care if I actually. But she would give me like, she would playfully give me a lot of shit if I actually spent any money. She'd be like, "Are you serious right now?"
What? You just gotta get her into it.
Oh, she watches some. I send her clips and memes. She because her hearing's not great, she can't watch live very well because she can't understand what's happening. So like, I make an effort to find like when something really ridiculous happens, I make an effort to try and find a subtitled clip to send to her, or any of the clips and such that I send her. I try to like find ones that are subtitled to send her. Like if I find one, I was like, oh, that's really funny, but like it doesn't have subtitles. Let me see if I can find one that does have subtitles. So my freaking YouTube's recommended page is just a 80% VTube right now because of that kind of stuff. Like, oh, this clip was really funny, but does somebody have a subtitled version of it? Yeah, actually, it's a damn shame that Ollie streams so often, like in the middle of the night. I would watch Ollie's streams. I was in Ollie's stream when that love triangle went down.
She's crazy.
She is absolutely insane. But she also has like some banging background music. It's the because she's using like some electro swing for her BGM. If I didn't need to sleep during those hours, I would probably watch more of her streams.
Electro. I remember Electro Swing when it was in 2017.
Oh, it's so long ago. But yeah, no, I was actually in there when that Minecraft shenanigans I sent you a clip of when that went down. Hilarious.
That's
I was losing my mind. Cause that one I was actually still awake for. Like that will not be the case anymore now that like semester's kicking up. I have to like go to bed at like reasonable hours and such. Cause I have to go to, at least insofar as I know at this point, I have to be at some like 10 a.m. meetings and such, like class times. It's just like
what, like Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say in class.
No. Oh fuck no. Although I don't know. I didn't bother double checking, but I think they're again this semester trying to do in-person classes, and it's just like, why? Why would you possibly do in-person classes at this point? Like, just accept that you can't until the fall, and you try again in the fall. All about it, but like, just don't bother. I'm just glad that the class I needed that I couldn't get last semester, they offered online this semester. The one that they were only offering originally on in person last semester, they actually offered it just straight online this semester.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like thank you for actually doing this because I knew they could because they transferred it to online spring last year, and then last fall they pulled the plug at the last minute on all in-person classes. So for 1.5 semesters, they've run it online. Like, you absolutely can run it online, you just aren't. And you just should. And now they are. So huzzah. I don't have to worry about it. I tell you what, the finish line in sight, Man, I can't wait for this semester to be over. It's not even started officially, and I am already ready for it to be done.
No,
Let me out, man. Let me out. I'm so over it.
me
Because it's like it's not that I'm against learning or anything like that, but this COVID threw like multiple wrenches, like between uh transferring a couple years ago and having to make up some classes because I ended up transferring and starting a different degree plan than I was preparing for, and finding out at the last minute that I couldn't transfer where I wanted to and do the degree plan I wanted to initially. Having to make up those classes, that put me behind. And then work situation put me behind again, or work situation put me behind after that. So between those delays, and I'd already switched degree plans once when I was still at the community college level. So 3 delays there, and then the COVID delay last year. It's just like, bro, please, like I just want to be done. This has
it's
taken
tough.
far longer than it needed to.
School is archaic. Degrees. Bill Gates doesn't have degrees.
Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely not. I in no way, shape, or form do I think a degree is necessary for success. There are
Yeah,
plenty of examples. I mean, Vecino doesn't have a degree either. Vecino took
that's
one
crazy.
semester of college and dropped out. He was like, nah, bump this. And he's doing fine. He's doing totally fine. And there's plenty of people that are. For me, it was I had already like put in the effort and done some monetary contributions towards earning a GI Bill, and it's like I've already got it. So I either use it or I don't. And if I don't, then it's gone, and I don't get to use it down the road later if I want to. Like if I end up changing my mind for whatever reason, I no longer have that option because there's a time limit on when I had to use it. So for me, it was
Right.
I don't necessarily believe that I need to do this, but I don't have a good reason not to because I've already earned it, so to speak. And I've already put in some financial commitment of my own to
Yeah.
bolster it, so I might as well use it.
Might as well. Yeah. Get it done.
So for me, that's what it's been. And then it just was one thing after another, shenanigans with being able to continue. So
Yeah. Well, might as well see it on out.
yeah, well, and at this point, the last couple semesters, when you're that close, once I was transferred and had finished the prereqs, that I was committed at that point. I could have I could have attempted to just like, and I actually thought about just bailing out at the associate level, just like take my associate and peace out. But I decided after thinking about it, it's like, you know what? Like I'm already halfway through, almost halfway through. There's no reason not to just finish it out. I like better to finish it than to let it go to waste.
Yeah.
That was my mentality on the matter anyhow. Seemed like the smart thing to do. Smart. Man, I did not. Has anybody checked on Braden? Like he's been typing and stuff, but did anybody make sure he's okay after Saturday's game?
Wait, where's he typing?
Oh no, I mean just in general. Like he's typed. He's been in chat yesterday and today.
Oh,
But like, has anybody checked on him how he's doing?
I don't know, man.
It's not
I'd
a.
be.
That was a rough one. And yesterday's game too, man. Holy crap! Both of those games were, boy, they sure were something.
Yeah.
I
Fuck Tampa Bay.
I mean, there's no two ways about it, man. Breeze did everything he could to like give that one away. He
Yeah.
really did. I just, and like I get it. He was in rough shape because didn't he like it was only a few weeks back, wasn't it, that he was like beat the hell up, like bunch of cracked ribs and punctured lung and all that jazz. That's just like a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Wasn't Breeze was the one that had was all like beat to hell, had like a punctured lung and a bunch of cracked
Yeah,
ribs, like 20 cracked ribs or some shit.
a
Like
couple of weeks ago.
yeah, it was only like I want to say 3 weeks ago. So like I know he wasn't in like top shape by any stretch, but like uh, I know he wanted to like keep going, but like man, it was rough.
I mean, they're he's 42, Brady's 43. You know,
I
you're
I'm
getting up there. You're getting up. The reason him and Brady have been able to play for so long is because they're pure pocket passers. They don't run. You know,
yeah.
they don't take big hits.
Yeah, I was gonna say they got a big line and they're not afraid to just like
Yeah,
toss it out there. Like they're not like somebody who's willing to try and scramble and make something happen. You know, they'll make a little bit of effort, but they'll also like, especially as they got older, they just dump it off, get rid of it
yeah.
before taking
It's
a big
just
hit.
like, yeah. I mean, I didn't really matter to me who won.
I
Because
mean,
all I gotta say is neither of them practice in the cold. Hey, am I right?
hey, I mean, so I am definitely in camp. Brady has enough rings already. Brady should have retired last year. That's the
Yeah.
camp I'm in, and especially because the Bucks went and picked up not only him but also Gronkowski. It's like, come on, like you are literally just trying to buy a ring. Like, fuck out of here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it mattered. Doss made a great point yesterday. 'Cause I really don't think it matters. I think Green Bay just like if Green Bay doesn't run over the Bucks, I will be very surprised.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
It's not
It
gonna
is
be.
Tom Brady. Like but like
Yeah.
if Rodgers et al can't run over the Bucks, I'll be
Oh yeah.
that's exactly what I'm
Free.
expecting to happen. And honestly, if the Saints had made it there, I'd expect the same thing to have happened.
Yeah, we beat the Saints earlier in the year. The Bucks beat us earlier in the year. Rodgers had a real bad day when he played the Bucks.
Yeah.
But since then, it's been like, I mean, Rodgers is most likely. I think it's a lock that he is going to get the MVP.
Oh yeah. I would if he doesn't really if he doesn't then who gets it? Right? That's the real
Mahomes. Or I think Derrick Henry should get it. Fucking, he went over 2K yards.
yeah. I mean
That doesn't happen
there's an
very
argument there,
often.
but like it's almost always a quarterback. Let's be real.
Yeah, it would go to Mahomes if it wasn't. But Mahomes, kind of the week that fans speculate that, like, the MVP voters pretty much decide. The week that the vote was pretty much locked in, Rodgers performed really well, and Mahomes struggled against the Falcons.
What up, Derek?
So
What's going
we'll
on?
see.
Man, Strats Weekly things. How was your week?
Uh, it was good. Had a unexpected 4 day weekend.
I mean, it's MLK weekend, so like,
Yeah, but I didn't know I had it off today off, and I asked for Friday off like a week ago.
oh, so
And
you
then
got like proper long weekend.
yeah, I come Thursday. My boss is like, "All right, we'll see you Tuesday." I'm like, "Wait, what?" He's
Nice.
like, "Yeah, we got Monday off." I'm like, "Ooh,
That's a good.
oh yeah."
Ugh. Derek, what are you playing right now?
Past couple of weeks, I've been playing Elite Dangerous because I had a buddy that is doing like some exploration thing,
Mm-hmm.
so I was gonna join them on it. So I've been trying to get my Explorer all ready to go on exploration. But I've been wanting to start playing the single player of GTA 5 because I've never really played past whatever was required for online.
Yeah. The one car theft.
Yep.
That's all I played. The one car
Yeah.
theft and then like drove home and it's like, all right, cool. I've played that 3 times. I played that on PS3, I played it on PS4, and I played it on PC. That's it.
Uh,
I've
yeah, I've
played
only
to the
played it
exact
once
same
on
place.
PC. Played it once on PC, and now I'm like, man, I should hear so many people talking well about the story. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should play it.
It's supposed to be really good. I am just not. That's not my kind of game. Single player. It's like
Yeah,
whatever. I mean, I was all about the multiplayer though. I had a lot of fun in that. Definitely.
kind of wanted to go play Red Dead Online again, but I went in and I'm by myself, and if it's not with other people, I can't really go.
I looked at it when it came out and I was like, this looks bad. This looks like a really poor implementation of GTA Online. And then there were some updates and I went to look at it and I was like, this still just looks like a really bad implementation of GTA Online.
I had an okay time when I was playing, but I just didn't have anybody to play with.
Yeah, I looked at what seemed to be the things you could do because like the difference between GTA and Red Dead is like when you're not doing something productive in GTA is a great shenanigans simulator. But like that's not really the same in Red Dead. Like it's not near as for me at least. It's not near as much fun to like get on horseback with a bunch of buddies and just like gallop around the countryside when instead I could like get in cars with my buddies and play bumper cars and see if we can get 5-star wanted level.
I guess in Red Dead, the best thing to do, if that's what's up your alley, which I guess is not up yours, is and you're not doing missions, is just to explore and see the environment and see all the
Oh yeah,
awesome environment that they got going on.
that's super not my cup of tea. Like I can enjoy that kind of thing in small doses, but it would not hold my attention long. I'd be like, "Oh, this is really cool. Hey, check this thing out. Oh, this is really neat." And within like 5 minutes, I'd be like, "Cool. So let's go shoot something. Let's go cause a ruckus." Because like in GTA, uh, I had like farming routes sorted out. There were if I was just by myself, nobody else was on. I would be doing car thefts to prepare to make all the fat muns when I had more people around. I felt like I always had things I could be doing that would directly benefit me. Uh, and
How long ago was this?
what GTA?
Yeah,
Oh, this when the whole crew was playing like on PC.
the game had already been out for a long time at that point.
Yeah, but even when it first came out, um, the fact that you could just like it was just so much like when I played so I didn't play it when it first came out. I did play it a little bit on PS3, but I predominantly played on PS4. Um, and then on PC afterwards, significantly later when on like picked up on a Steam sale. But in the PS4, there was a decent amount of stuff already in, but like there were so many just missions you could queue up for, just like get a bunch of people together and just like go do a bunch of races, or even independent of any kind of level design, like level creation of your own, like go do a bunch of just like for funsies missions. Put together, and then when we were doing like doing it, I think we were doing them on Wednesdays, like boss night with Tommy and the rest of the crew. There was always tons of missions, and they were so frequently releasing seasonal content as well as just like, hey, here's another free DLC because you guys are buying shitloads of shark cards. So we don't have to charge you for any of this. We can just keep pumping it out for free because y'all will keep pumping money into us if we do. And like that's fucking genius. I quiver to think how much money they made on shark cards.
Well, I mean, they're still pumping stuff out, so obviously
They're probably still making money. I mean, honestly, GTA 6, I don't know. GTA 6 is going to have to be a massive leap forward in order to spawn a similar fervor from a GTA Online experience. Like getting people to play GTA Online 2 effectively is going to take some effort. because of how much time and money people already have invested in GTA Online, and two, just the sheer volume of content available in GTA Online.
All they gotta do is shut down the GTA Online servers and make people
Oh,
move to the new one.
holy shit! I honestly, there's no reason to. Like, there will be people who don't want to move, and some number of those people will probably continue to buy shark cards as content continues to come out for GTA Online. So like, I mean, I guess you're competing with yourself at that point. So that's a consideration, and I don't know, where the numbers would lie on that, but I don't necessarily think they have to shut down GTA
Yeah,
Online.
but then you're stretching your development team thin, trying to sustain
Well,
two games at once.
under the assumption that they're currently developing GTA 6, like they've got to be at this point. It's got to be at some stage of
Oh yeah.
development already. So they're currently actively developing, which takes more effort than sustainment development, right? So they're actively developing a new product right now while continuing to pump out content for GTA Online. So I don't think it's a matter of personnel. I don't think that'd be an issue at all. Like, you could probably not touch any of the GTA Online content creation team at this point, and let like spin up an entirely new team out of uh, the GTA 6 team and have them working on GTA Online 2.
Yeah, it's just not they're not wanting to pursue other stuff like Bully 2 or 3 out of the beta 2.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at some point, it's true the servers will have to come down. Like they will have to do it at some point.
And somebody needs to reverse engineer it and make their own like private servers.
I mean, there's some amount of peer to peer that happens with it already, because that's why there's like so many like issues with hackers and stuff like that. So there's some amount of peer to peer that's already happening. It might be that they could just like, if they took the servers down, they could just shift those protocols over so that you could do it via Steam servers or some other matchmaking process. Because I mean, some amount of it has to be peer to peer. I would imagine, just based on you come into a lobby and there's heaps of bonus explosions and it's snowing in July. You're just like, what's happening in here? All kinds of shit. I don't know.
So like when playing GTA Online, I found myself doing the trick where you can get your like private
Yeah. The
instance.
yeah, the process interruption.
Yeah. So because it was just every single lobby I ever went to, there was always hackers.
Yeah, I definitely like solo lobby tricked more than a few times when there were, if I was like playing and it was just nothing but like griefers and hackers. It's like, all right, well, this is not fun for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and just trick real fast into a private lobby so I don't have to deal with that.
Oh, and I got some great news today.
Oh yeah.
The car is in to the dealer now.
Ooh. So when can you actually like take possession?
I could anytime I want, but they probably I think he said today and tomorrow they're gonna be putting on the accessories stuff.
Mm.
It's like we got a roof rack on it and the wheel well protectors and whatnot.
I assume there will be a picture dump in a off topic or lounge at some
But yeah,
point.
I'll probably put it in the lounge. Some when I pick it up, there's nice pics of it.
Mm. Speaking of
But,
car shenanigans, I
but
have a
it's
dead
like,
battery.
but it's like I don't know. It's like bittersweet. I'm like nervous because I've never owned a car this expensive. Like I've
Well,
never owned a car worth more than $20,000.
oh, don't worry. Somebody will hit it for you. Somebody will like ding it in the parking lot. at the grocery
Uh,
store.
Well, see, it's supposed to be a rugged car, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'm
You
like,
you say that. I'll tell you right now. You say that until you find the first dent, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
put a put a freaking 3M protective vinyl or something on it. Get it
Uh,
wrapped. But yeah, but I'm like super excited, but at the same time kind of nervous about buying a car that expensive.
yeah, it'll be
And I
fine.
say that as I see daily Lambos and Ferraris drive in front of by my house.
Yeah, in BD. Yeah,
Like my car in this neighborhood will be a poor person's car.
I love looking at supercars. I would never want to own one.
No, after I saw that a tire replacement is like $40,000.
Well, or like, I
The
mean,
oil change is like a few thousand.
yeah, God, and the clearance, like, you have to like sometimes plan your route because you have to take into consideration the clearance of the
Bumps.
car and like yeah, how bumpy the roads are and how like steep inclines are going into like even just like parking lots and shit.
Yeah.
Like, God
Yeah,
damn
no,
that
I'm with
noise. I
you.
don't need
Like
that.
I will never buy a supercar like this.
I will happily ogle other people's supercars, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
not for
I'll
me.
see. I went to the farmers market on Friday and coming back to drop by a Rolls Royce. That looked nice.
Mm.
So yeah, it's just like, and dude, there are so many G wagons around here. Like every other person has one. I swear.
Tell you the thing that I'm starting to see more and more, which just blows my mind. I'm starting to see more and more Teslas on the road around here. Not
Oh
like
yeah, this is tons of them here.
well, but here's the crazy thing, right? Like so there's not like a ton, right? There are definitely Teslas on the road. And I'm seeing them more often. There's not like heaps and heaps. But what's crazy about that is you can't actually buy a Tesla in Texas. It's against the law because of our stupid
Because the dealer protection crap.
dealer protection crap. Exactly. You can't buy direct from a manufacturer. So since Tesla dealers are representing the manufacturer, you can't buy through them. So you have to like order it out of state from a surrounding state like New Mexico, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and then either go pick it up over there, or you have to have it like delivered by somebody who like picks it up for you. And it's such a shenanigans. Oh, it's after 9 o'clock. Holy crap! That's gonna do it for Stress Weekly. Holy cow! I totally lost track of time. We got to get out of here. Zarek, Taco, thanks for stopping by. People who are in YouTube or who see the VOD afterwards, thanks very much for coming by. We'll catch you next week.